It is chicken Caesar salad night in our house today, and I am going to put together the Caesar dressing in the Flex Plus, or using the Flex Plus. Now, we actually came across this recipe on accident. I'd purchased a bottle of Caesar dressing from the store. The only one they had left was fat-free. It was bland, it was watery, it was not good at all. And we actually ended up throwing it out because we were not gonna eat it. We found this recipe, we've never turned back. Holy smokes, it's so good. Now, it doesn't require anchovy paste, which is something that I found a lot of the recipes I was finding online asked for. It actually uses Worcestershire sauce, which has an anchovy base in it. So if you wanted to make this vegan, you could substitute that for even soy sauce would probably work, or like coconut aminos, and you'd be good to go. But we're gonna use anchovy paste. Watch how fast this is gonna come together. I'm actually gonna half the recipe as it calls for online, because it's just my husband and I that are going to be eating it. It usually will even make enough for us to have for 2 nights when I do a half batch. So my mini measure all is, we've got half a cup of mayo, and we're going to easily scrape that off. I think I put my scraper away already. Trying to be on top of my game and have everything ready. We're gonna get that in there. We're gonna go 1 whole garlic clove. Now the Flex Plus is gonna be able to get that taken care of, so I'm not worried. We're gonna go with a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And this is in the petite measure all, which I love that you can get those really small measurements that way. And get it all plunged out of there. The difference from using the measure alls as opposed to using a traditional measuring spoon is that stuff's not gonna get all inside. I was able to plunge it all out. You can hear it sort of click, and then you can scrape it all off the end. We need a little bit, what does it call for? Half a teaspoon of mustard powder. So I'm having the recipe, I need 1/4. I'm gonna use our Dijon mustard rub and just do a couple sprinkles. Peppered, not perfect. We need some black pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon. A few cranks. The reason why I love our salt and pepper grinder set is because they actually fill from the top, and there isn't that stick down the middle that you have to try and move around when you're filling. You can fill it with whatever you want. So I buy the big ones from bulk, from Costco, the huge ones for a couple bucks, and refill those for quite a while. We need a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. If you're wondering what else to use your Worcestershire sauce for, any sort of marinades or rubs, barbecue sauces, any red meats, that's where this guy's gonna go. All right, we need some vinegar. Now, we've got traditional and adjustable measuring spoons. I love them both for different purposes. I love that these guys are designed to fit, even the 1 tablespoon, to fit into your spice jars and your spice containers. But I love these guys because you don't have to look for a whole bunch of different ones. You can slide and adjust to whatever size it is you need. So I need a tablespoon of vinegar, but I also need some sugar, do I not? No, I don't need sugar, that was a different recipe. So this one calls for 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do 1 as I'm having the recipe. I'm actually gonna do a little bit less than 1. No, I'm gonna do about 1. And you would just adjust based on your preference. What have I got? Oh, I need my lemon. What the heck, of course I do. So when you're picking out a lemon at the store, the way to find the best one is give it a squeeze. Now, in pandemic, it's a little bit frowned upon to touch all of them, but kind of try and take a look. If they look really, really, really dark in color, they're probably overripe and no good. But if you can squeeze it and feel that it's got a little bit of softness, the softer it is, the less rind you're going to have, so it's going to be thinner, and the more juice. Now, if all you've got is whatever's there, give it a roll on your counter with a little bit of pressure, and that's going to help loosen up some of the juices. Now, I need half a lemon because I'm having the recipe. So I'm going to put it into my citrus press. Now notice, I throw it on the counter. It goes in the opposite way you might think. It looks like it should fit that way, right? Because it fits in there. No, if you put it in this way, it's actually going to invert it when you squeeze. You're going to get more juice out of it. So I don't want to push too hard because I only need about half of that lemon. We're going to set aside. A great use for that, if I'm not going to use up the other half into tea or water or anything, is use some coarse sea salt or some baking soda on your cutting board and scrub that on there. I saw that one from the amazing Gillian Anderson, One Blonde Chef, and help you to disinfect either your countertops or your sinks or your cutting boards. What else do I need in here? I need some olive oil. How much? I swore that I saw olive oil. Well, hang tight on that one. I do need Parmesan cheese though, I know that. So I've got two different options that I can use for my parm. I can use the adjustable microplane, or I can use the new dual grater. So this has the fine and the extra coarse. So this is like a farmhouse grate. So I'm gonna use the fine side. I buy my Parmesan cheese from Costco, like I buy a lot of things, but it is a big beast. The reason why I love this, price-wise, you can't beat it, but you also get the rind on it as well. And these guys, you can cut them off and freeze them, just the rind part, and they go great in a sauce. So if you're making a pasta sauce or even a soup, toss it in there and let it simmer down. You're gonna get a lot of the flavor, some of the creaminess, and a little bit of the saltiness as well. Now I only need about 1/4 cup, so it's not gonna take me long to get that. Whoops. And it does fall into that catch basin, which is nice. You get a little bit of trinkles over on the sides, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna go about that much. And if you wanted to just use a single side, you can pop it apart and just use one of them. So in this case, I'm not gonna put that side through the dishwasher because I didn't use it. So there we go with our parm. Now, I said I was making this using the Flex Plus. Yeah, save that parm there. Adjustable cutting mats coming in handy. I'm gonna use the Flex Plus to put this all together. Let me just double check them. I swear I need olive oil, and now I'm not seeing it on the recipe. Da, 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 da. There we go. 1 second. I swore, I think I'm mixing up a few different recipes. We were kind of experimenting, and no, see, I do need a tablespoon of olive oil. I know I'm not losing my mind. So it says 1 to 2 tablespoons. Nope, it says 2. So we're having with 1, but then it says approximately, but I know that we're gonna be fine with that. So Flex Plus, let's see this bad boy. Now, this guy is part of the January promotion for new consultants to earn in their first strong start of their business. However, this is a tool that I think that every kitchen is going to love because it's going to replace a whole bunch of small appliances. So you've got your food processor, which is going to eliminate with your just the food processor base, as well as your slicing and grating blades. It has the hand mixer attachment, so you're going to be able to use your whisks and your beaters, but it's got the immersion blender, which is one of my favorites because I love to use this. I feel fancy. I feel like I'm on MasterChef, but it eliminates the need to transfer things into a blender or, chop things really fine. And through the magic of video, we're gonna finish over here because my phone died. The immersion blender with the nylon base, you're not gonna scratch up your pots and pans, but the greatest part is the 2 rechargeable batteries that it comes with. This means you're not stuck to an outlet anywhere around your kitchen. It's got a safety button. We're gonna crank that up to our speed 5. We're gonna give this a blend. It's that easy. That's it. The best Caesar salad dressing. You're not using raw eggs. You're not using anchovy paste. You're using all ingredients you can probably find in your kitchen, and it is going to be flavor that you have never tasted before in your Caesar dressing. You're welcome. Thanks so much for watching.